Well, good evening everyone. Welcome to this very late night stream. I know I don't usually start around about 9 o'clock, do I? And I say 9 o'clock, it's 51 minutes past 9 where I'm currently sitting, so it's kind of more like 10 o'clock. Anyway, good evening everyone. How are we all today? It's Saturday. I have literally just finished editing my video that was meant to come out today at lunchtime. As you can tell, it's 12 hours late, and I will be pushing it back another 12 hours, so it won't be out until tomorrow lunchtime-ish. But it's a good one, it's a big one. It's a tutorial on... Can I press buttons? Is it going to work? It's a tutorial on this lovely, lovely villa over here. So it's taken a long time, and I've done it in 3 different parts. Now, part 1 is all to do with the ground floor and the basement. And when I realised that took me nearly an hour to build, I went, how? But it's because there's so much sort of going on with the building. There's a lot to it. It may look plain, but there's so many intricacies that you just can't see straight away, but it brings the build together. So anyway, that's going to come out tomorrow, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Tried a little bit of a different style with my tutorials because I've taken on some comments from my previous ones that have done quite well. So I wanted to see how that's going. Nerdark, thank you for cheering with 10 bits. Lovely stuff. That's always what I like to see at this time of night. So let me know if music's too quiet, too loud. I've got some stream beats in the background there, just chilling away. And I think tonight it's time to leave these villas alone. So last time we built this one in the whole stream. Loved it. Shall I put some shaders on, shall we? Shall we have a little look at this, how it's meant to be seen? Oh, I love this building. Like, if I do put my player time to around about 8 AM, this whole place comes alive. And what I did in between streams actually is just put these trees down here. So we've now got the road, which is known as the Avenue, and it goes on out to become Bewley Road. And once it goes out that way, let me turn my render distance down because it's killing my frames. We've got more trees up there on the hill, and this whole area is going to have houses in it. A few Georgian, a few Edwardian, but still, it's all very, very lovely. And then we've got some lovely gardens here as well. So thank you Rusty for building this one. Thank you Random Builds for building this one. Thank you myself for... yeah. Thank you myself again for this one. And then thank you Random Builds for this one. And you can see this whole area has come to life, come together. It feels lived in, it feels vibrant. And I'm not going to lie guys, when you think of Victorian architecture, you can think of quite austere brick buildings like these. But then you also have the very classy, the very upscale, the very beautiful buildings like these. So it turns out this one in real life was built in the 1840s in Lymington. Have I got a picture up of it? I don't know, I can't remember. No, I've just got the map up at the second. But still, it is beautiful, and it is built within a Regency style, which would be 1790s to 1820s. But let me just... I haven't finished gushing over these yet, so let me just come over here. And when you look at this, the whole area just feels perfect. Like, this is what I've always had in my head to try and do. And honestly, guys, the fact it's come together and we've got a lovely, lovely part of Walhampton now makes me so happy. So there is more to do. Whether I'm going to do it anytime soon or not is another question. This road I want to fill with houses. But I've also given myself a challenge. I'm avoiding going over there. Of building the school. So people keep asking me to build a Victorian school. And I've always had the idea and the plan to build one. It's just a case of where, when and how. And I think the time has come to answer all those questions and build it. So it's going to be in this area over here. Now I streamed terraforming all of this, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And we're going to finally have a go at doing it. And I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to start. It's a quite big project, and I want to get it out soonish. I want to have Let's Build Walhampton ready for maybe 2 weeks time. So first of all, what we're going to be building tonight is a couple of shops down this road here to finish off Bridge Street. Let me just put my P time back to normal. And also turn the shaders off. So these are 3 plots that I've had here for maybe 7, 8, 9 months. And they're just itching to get filled with a building. Now I've got some stuff. Yo, what's up? Ah, Harvey, welcome to the stream. How's it going? So I've got some ideas of what I want to do. Let me just show you guys what I want to do. If we can get to it. No, that's the wrong screen. How are we going to do this? Let's close that one down, open this one up. Oh, that's an endless cycle of stuff. So I've got ideas of where I want to go with this. Hang on, let's go back to that. 2 seconds while I try and figure this one out. What are we building today? So we're building some shops today. And I can't wait to get on with that. I'm just trying to find out how I can get to the shops that I want to show. Because my map's playing up. There we go. So today we're going to be building some shops based on some in Lymington High Street. I've chosen a couple from up here. There's a few nice ones. Some plain, some boring, but my idea is to build I think this one, or at least 2 windows of that one. And then this grey building here is going to sit quite nicely opposite the main big house. And I think maybe if we can fit something on the corner, then we can fit the Britannia Hotel on the corner, which is next to the train station in Lymington. Skittles 1, hey, how's it going? This building here. And now I reckon that can fit in the plots I'm sort of looking at. Let me open another Chrome window. If I press 2, we should pick it up. Perfect. So maybe the Britannia Hotel there. And then that big grey building there, because it has a corner on it, which will look quite nice down here. And then just another shop there. Or do we put the Britannia Hotel in there? Because we're going to have a church in here. So anyway, that's my kind of thinking. Those are all lovely. They really are, aren't they? Looking at them in real life as well, it's all lovely. The problem with English Victorian architecture is, by itself, it doesn't look great. But when you ignore all of that mess behind it, let's at least taste it back to what it was. There we go. The train station at Lymington is beautiful. It has these polychromatic bricks around it, built in 1840, I think it was. 1850, sorry. And it's got this nice neo-Gothic style to it. They then replicated that with the buildings behind, and it looks disgusting. Just look at them. Grim. Grim, grim, grim. It's called Skid Row. No, it's not. It's called Lymington Row, or Lymington Harbour Development, or something like that. It's just not very nice. But still, that's that. Yeah, so we're going to build some of that. And then maybe, I'm trying to think of another shop to put in the middle here. Could go with that one. Just got to get some plain buildings in, get some life in the town. That's quite a nice one, that. Could fit the style as well. We shall have a look, but I've built these before, I think. It's just really hard to sort of sit down and go, right, we want more bay windows, we want more bow windows. I need to build this one at some point as well on the high street. There's so many buildings I want to build, but for now, we're going to take our leave back up to the end of the high street this way. And we're going to be building... Ooh, they're nice. They're really nice as well. I've got an idea for them, but anyway, we should be building these ones today. Oh, thanks Skittles for subscribing for another month. Excellent. Love what you've been building. Thank you so much. It really does help me want to build more, if that makes sense. Knowing you guys are really enjoying this is making me enjoy it even more. Because I will still be building in this style no matter what, but it is nice to know you guys like it. Okay. Am I going to be miranding around town a bit more to try and really cement my ideas? No, I'm going to build. First of all, let's build that. What colour was it previously? A creamy colour. To be honest, it was grey probably originally. I have an idea. Oh, that's me done. That's the TV out for the night. Right, anyway. Let's get started. So, how are you guys doing tonight? I know it's a bit of an odd time for me to start. I usually start a lot earlier than 10. Nothing better than angled Victorian shop fronts. You aren't wrong there. You aren't wrong. So this row down here is going to be houses at some point. I got to try and bite the bullet and build them. Yeah. So you can see I have built like quite a few diagonal buildings in town already, and they do help add to the feel of the place. But we're going to do some more soon. Up here. Come on, stop procrastinating. You know you need to build because the night is getting on and people are waiting. So the building itself is not very, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. Exciting, there we go. But I think it works. So what I'm going to do for the base is I'm looking at it here, and maybe I should pull out some of this new black stone that we haven't really used yet. And I can go along the base like this. So counting in from the edge, we got one that sort of protrudes a bit more than the other. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting build because it is going to be. I'm going to have an angled wall on this, I think. And then another one, so that's that wall, one, and then the window comes in. So 1, 2 for the window, 1, 2 for the wall in between, 1, 2 for the window. Now, what I'm going to use for the actual base of this build is a mixture between. Do I go grey wool again? Because I liked grey wool last time. Or do I go cyan terracotta? Or do I go light grey concrete? Possibilities are endless. We'll see what light grey concrete looks like for now. So a quick word of warning. Now I do like Georgian buildings were not the white buildings you think of today. They are actually, in fact, built to look like some form of stone. So if you cast your minds to Bath, everyone knows Bath in Somerset and how it's like literally the most Georgian place on earth. That is the sort of the archetype of the style. So everything was kind of based around, you know, the idea of really nice fancy brickwork, fancy block work, and they sort of wanted to use as many natural stone colours as they could. So you got off-whites, you got more. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but nothing was actually painted as you expect it to be. How's that looking already? Pretty alright. So I've got a bit of texture in there. Not 100% sure on those colours yet, but we'll see how it goes. Too high up. I think what I'll do is implement ye old window boxes, and we should start seeing some detail already. But yeah, so grey was really fashionable as a colour for Georgian buildings. So you'll start to see more and more over the coming years people painting their buildings how they should have been, rather than painting them pure white like we see them today. And which is why, when you look at this one, it's been painted in this deeper grey colour, because that is the colour it was originally designed to look like. Or I could just be talking a load of nonsense, but I know I'm not. It is an interesting sort of topic, because people just don't really care, and two, people don't really know. Unless you're completely engrossed in the style, you have no reason to place any caring on it. But this should break up a little bit the colour along the street, give it a bit more depth, a bit more texture. And a street is never as good as, you know, one building is okay. A whole street, you really start to get a feeling of the place. So already that's coming along. That's getting some texture, some detail in there. Do I build this at an angle? We will think. I think that needs to. I think we can do an angle. I think we just need to be a bit careful about how we do the angle. So what are you guys working on then? How is everyone this evening? Anything interesting happened to you guys today? Let me know. I'm always interested in hearing what you've all been up to. As I said, it's not my usual time for streaming, so I'm expecting a lower turnout tonight. Although, what is my American contingent like? Because I swear I have quite a few people from the States who are mainly the main source of our viewership, but I could be wrong. We'll see. See how that goes. Might have the ooh. If we're going for a bit of texture, maybe we all I can say is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try a brick or a block you haven't used before. I, for one, am always trying out new ideas, new designs, new styles, new bits and bobs and things, and it could always look out. It can always be ugly. It could be beautiful. Don't really matter though, do it? As long as you're having fun, as long as you aren't hurting anyone. Bit of fun. This game, we do take it quite seriously, especially in our Discord, and I apologise if anyone really does feel like we're sort of attacking them in there when we're saying about ideas and, you know, different ways to do things. We're not. We're just trying to help you understand the style a bit more, because we're all still learning. Like, we're not. None of us really are studying architecture. It's all just a real hobby for us. So, you know, we're not trying to be horrible people or trying to put you down. It's a case of we're looking at it going, it could be done slightly better or slightly differently. And hell, I'm not even the best builder on our server. I just build. American here, nice, welcome. So, when I talk about Victorian architecture, you know I'm talking about the British Victorian architecture. But obviously across the world we do have all the different types. Now, I do get quite not annoyed, funny when people, you know, say American Victorian architecture, and I'm like, really? Is that what you guys call it? And it really is what you guys call it, and it's interesting because it's crazy, because I don't know, because Victoria wasn't your queen, but I guess the name Victorian is just synonymous across the entirety of the 19th century, if that makes any sense. Do we want fan light up there? Could go for a fan light up there. I am not feeling the black stone at the bottom there. Might go for something else. Do you want something quite harsh? Maybe even grey concrete might work. Yeah, look at that. Perfect match. Much more subtle. Like it. But yeah, so anyone that's just sort of joining, coming in to see what's going on, we are building some Georgian shops today. This is something that's been quite heavily requested as a tutorial as well. So I might have to get around to doing this at some point. We'll put another window in here in a minute. In terms of whether this is a shop or not, the answer is no. This is an office building / house. So it's a bit weird because this road isn't just shops. It's a mix of residential, commercial, industrial, sort of. What's the other word? I don't know. There's another word, but I can't remember. No, it is just those three. Yeah, so it's a mix of all of them, because in this time period, buildings grew up around industries and all of that jazz. So it's a mix mash of everything and anything. I do apologise as my ramblings about architecture do become a little bit what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Aggravated? Too excitable? But we'll see. Anyway, I am talking to myself. You guys, how are you in the comments? Please spike up a conversation. Let's get this going. Always lying to us with these titles. Hey, I am building shops. These are shops. I will be moving on to this shop very soon, and maybe even a hotel. What have I put in the title this time? I think it says shops. Shop building, WBC rambles. It should always be taken with a caveat of WBC rambles. But hey, the building's happening in between the rambles, in between my lucid stages of being self-aware and not self-aware, in between the stages when the absolute disgust of not building in the Georgian style happens. So here's a thought. I don't think I've built any Victorian buildings yet. Or have I? I don't know. Imagine building WBC. Hey, I don't build. I haven't been able to play MC in Wilds, and I just realised they changed mushroom stems, and I'm upset. Have they now? Because mushroom stem... Ooh, you've got me slightly excited. So the colour of the mushroom stem is by far the closest you'll ever get to an off-white Portland stone. Unfortunately, the texture of it is just on that level of hideous that I just can't forbade. It's something else. Like, I'm enjoying using stone here. Now, there's probably people screaming with anger in the viewing ship of this, going, "Why are you using stone? No, nobody builds out of stone, you madman." But I built out of stone. Okay, I've done it before. I'll do it again. Hell, I've even done a whole tutorial on it. That looks really nice. As long as you squint and turn your eyes sideways. I like the old texture because the colour is wonderful. What was the old texture? I can't remember. Was it just pure white? Good evening, brother. I feel like it's if I had audio only, it would be such a different atmosphere with your oohs and ahs. I know they come in midway through building something. I'm just sitting here going, yeah. So the current situation of the Georgian buildings is deteriorating. Ooh, that's very nice. Yeah, it does become a bit like, what is he talking about? So I was looking through Google Maps the other day, and what happened was, whenever I stumble across an Italianate Victorian building, I make a little ooh, sort of, not even intentionally. It's like it suddenly sort of tickles that nerve in the back of my brain that just goes, wow, that's beautiful. I was looking around Scarborough. Now, if anyone sort of lives in the UK or knows of the UK, Scarborough's up north, and it's pretty grim up north. So the idea that these beautiful buildings are in this town is just like, whoa. But no, Scarborough used to be a really nice spa town. So it's only right that it has some form of beautiful Victorian buildings. And I was just sort of sitting there going, ooh, sort of making very, very random, sort of strange noises to myself. I didn't really know why, but anyway, that's another ramble again. So what are you guys thinking so far for this very strange freehand pretty much build? Because I'm no longer looking at the picture. As you can see, I'm just glancing at nothing. What are we looking at here? Yeah, Scarborough gone very downhill from its heyday, unfortunately. That is the thing. You look at it. You look at some of the buildings in Scarborough. Sorry, we look at some of the buildings in Scarborough because this is a communist dictatorship. No, it's really not. But anyway, let's have a look at Scarborough, because that's what's happening now. As I said, you guys really come here and expect building to happen. Where's Scunthorpe? No, we're looking for Scarborough. Middlesbrough? Sunderland? No, it's not that far up. Bridlington. There we are. Scarborough. So I was just strolling through the streets and going, hang on, there's an esplanade there. Esplanades always mean very nice grand buildings. Very nice grand buildings indeed. And would you make the stream a video? I always make my streams a video. All the time. There's the Grand Hotel, isn't it? In the distance there, upon yonder. But no, these sorts of things, like you just stumble across a beautiful Regency-styled street, nice pediment above the building there, and then you start going around, going, "Hang on, there's a crescent here." Ooh, there we go. That's the that's the noise I make to myself while looking at Google Maps. There is something very, very wrong with me. I have become a hermit. I have taken to the hills, and I now get excited over buildings. Ooh, ooh, a Belvedere Tower. Very, very nice. It's got me slightly palpitating. No, and then I need to build more churches, I think. I don't really build churches very much. But you can see, it's just stuff like this. Random roads, random churches. It all starts to feel quite nice. And I'm going to use Scraborough as quite a lot of my inspiration for my seaside town. In cahoots with Plymouth. But you've got some later buildings here. These are quite, I would say these are quite Scottish in style. Sort of Scottish Victorian style. Where was the road I found that really excited me? Was it this one? Ooh. 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 Now that's nice. Sorry, I hope you guys weren't expecting Minecraft tonight, because we're now just playing look around Google Maps. Do you ever plan a trip somewhere and then plan a lot of time to look at buildings in the area, or is that just me? Mate, I don't go anywhere without looking at buildings. I honestly just look at that. So, yeah, that's just my life. Anyway, you can see why I never build anything these days. I spend my entire time looking at Google Maps going, hey, ain't Scarborough looking pretty? Or imagining how Scarborough looked 150 years ago. Anyway, let's digress. Yeah, for me, I think I mentioned this last stream, I would love to start a series up where I just wander around towns and film it. Like, I have no problem with being on camera. So yeah, this is why in a 4-hour stream we only get a building in front. Hey, we've only been going, we've been going half an hour. I'm already looking at reasons to not build. It's not that I don't like building or that I get very, very distracted very easily. That looks really nice. Alright, anyway, let's carry around the side here. Yeah, so you can see where my passions lie, and I'm not gonna lie, YouTube is hard, and I've spent the entire day editing a video that I thought was only gonna take me like maybe an hour or two to edit. It's taken me 8 hours so far, and that's only because I've wanted it to be as good as possible, because these tutorials are becoming quite popular, and so the more I make of them, the better they've got to be in order to sort of show the styles off properly. Oh no. Oh no. Why do I have that on my hotbar? Why is that brush? Where's my stick? There we go. But yeah. So you can see, I'm not lazy. That's not what this comes down to. What I am is excitable, distractible, and just downright in love with buildings. You probably have said this before, but you don't do YouTube full time. So what is your day job? So my day job may come as a surprise to some of you, or not. It all depends on how you view me. But I am a civil engineer. I spend most of my day designing airports. Not the buildings themselves, but actually the runways, taxiways, aprons, stands, the bits the aircraft use. Now I'm currently mainly just running the CAD and doing all the design work, the tracking, the sort of deciding on where things go, the spatial spatial can't remember the word is, spatial layouts and stuff, and then putting together models and making sure it all works. But I do intend one day to actually design the pavements and all of that. But due to the current situation, we're kind of just needing me to do this. But anyway, yeah, so I pretty much spend all day drawing and designing airports. So you can see why I like to take to my hobby of building Victorian towns and cities in Minecraft, because in my day job it becomes quite modern. But yeah, it's good. Actually, I think yesterday I celebrated my 3rd year of being a civil engineer in work. I was really lucky. I managed to come straight out of university and get myself a job at a company I did some work experience for while at uni. So that always just sort of helps. It's all. Unfortunately, this business is all about who you know and not what you know sometimes, which is a little bit annoying. But yes, no, YouTube is not my day job. I think I would love it to be. I think I would love not even. This is the issue. So what I'm working at and what I'm doing is actually like my other passion anyway. I think ultimately I would love to become a town planner or a housing development planner sort of thing, and design Georgian villages in the modern day. And yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. So that's kind of who I am, and it kind of makes sense now as you probably look at my stuff that I do and the meticulous nature of it all as well. But I see you said there you are a architect in training. Yes. Are you going to specialise in airports? Do you know? Or right. So yeah, this will come down like that. But yeah. So how is everyone tonight? I see we have about 15 people watching. That's always quite exciting, especially for this time of night. Hello Tesla, welcome to the stream. I think, did you comment on something on my Twitter today about my mouse? If so, that's very nice. I haven't actually been back through and commented anything on Twitter again yet, but yes, I have just got a new mouse. I can't remember what it is. It's the Corsair Elite something. I upgraded from a Scimitar, which broke yesterday. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, specialising. I think I've jumped into it quite quickly, into specialising in something. But my skills will be able to develop from there in terms of what I'm doing now won't always just equate to airports, which is alright. Oh, nice. Pat, how was that? Did you catch a nice big pike again? Now I'm working on my new town on your server. Yes, I know you're right there. Right there on screen. We'll come and look at your place in a bit. I haven't been over yet. And Tesla, yes, it's the M65. And it's beautiful. Like, the weighting in it is perfect. It glides along my mouse mat, and the buttons feel so good. So the old Scimitar I had was about 3.5 years old, and it just wasn't great. But now I've got the sniper button on the side, and I can slowly drag myself around if I hold down to it. So yeah, that's quite nice. So Lancelot says, I'm a small mouthfly fishing this morning. Oh, very nice. I don't really do fishing. I have been a grand total of 3 times out on my granddad's boat out in the English Channel. Well, out in the Solent. I caught a scorpion fish, and then I caught a dogfish, and that was about it. And they put me off for life because they were ugly looking things. I was fishing for pike, zander, and perch. Oh yes. What? We were talking about zander last time. What is zander? If we do that at 80%, I wonder if we can get a bit texturing in there. At 20%, maybe a bit of... Not... but somehow, in this time of year, sometimes you catch a carp on a soft bait. A zander. Yeah, but you said they were called something different over here in the UK. Are they not called like, I can't remember what you said now. It's a pike / perch. Oh, right, okay, it's just another one of those. A variant, if you will. You won't? Okay, that's fine. You've been over here fishing, haven't you? Fluffy old snail old man. Do you always know you wanted to do something of engineering, or did you have other ideas first? Yeah, so for me, I knew I couldn't be an architect because I don't possess that sort of creativity that comes so naturally to these architectural types. But I knew I always liked infrastructure more than I did buildings. So railways really just have always been a passion of mine. Not trains at all, but the actual railways themselves. I love the infrastructure, I love the history. Archaeology was always an interest of mine, and doing industrial archaeology is what's led me onto building in the industrial period. Wow, that's looking quite grand for a grey building. Let's get back to it. Also, that is still Scraborough. So let's get on back down to the south. So this is another skill I possess. I'm very good with maps in the sense of I can navigate, like, I bet you right now there is Gloucester. Yep, there it is. And I bet you I can zoom straight into Penzance. Ah, missed it, it's Falmouth. Or I reckon right there is Boston. Yep. See, it's just like I know enough random places in the country to just be able to go, I don't know what that is. Maybe Sutton Coldfield? Rugby, Lymington Spa, close enough. But yeah, you just sort of get a... Oh, it was close to Sutton Coldfield. Anyway, let's get back down to Lymington. And carry on building toot shops. What were we doing? We were doing this one. Get away from me. So it's very simple building, like this bit extends. Oh, okay. I can see your point. Well, it's this new skirt. It rucks up very easily. None of you are going to get that reference, so I apologise. Okay. I've also stopped looking at the chat, so I apologise. I used to want to become an architect, but now it's more civil engineering with bridges and highways. Yeah, it's exactly the same idea that I had, Rip Mike, but yeah, it's better. It's more fun. You get to do more. I'm not like saying architects isn't fun. And ultimately, I would love to be able to design houses and that, but I prefer designing towns and the layouts of it and working out where things go. Buildings are lovely. I love buildings. Buildings make a place feel nice. But I do love just putting roads in places. Anyway, we digress again. So it needs to go to carry the one. Okay, that's about right. Or we do it like this. Have a bit more depth on there, but then also maybe put in a piece of quartz slab. There we go. Might look a bit better. So when I was doing my tutorial this week and going through it today, I sort of sat down and I received a comment saying, on one of my old tutorials, that it said Not everyone has access to commands. Disliked. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. For me, I'm very much stuck in using Java. My entire Minecraft career and life and just everything has always revolved around playing Java. I don't remember that Bedrock sort of exists most of the time. Oh, there we go. I don't remember Bedrock exists some of the time, and to me, I carry on saying, oh yeah, you know, you can just be getting out the debug stick, or you can just be using that, and that. But then I remember that suddenly, no, you can't be using that because you're using Bedrock, and so it's not a case of me going, it doesn't exist. Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm never going to change my building styles to suit Bedrock players, unfortunately. And that may make it harder for me to grow or whatever, but ultimately I like that way around. Ultimately, I think people are going to start coming around to the idea of building in creative a bit more. I don't know about you guys, but I feel survival is a little bit stale at the moment. It's probably quite a controversial thing to say, but I do. Java's more ease of use. Bedrock just means you have to put in more effort. That, and also, I like mods, but not game-changing mods. Drainhog, hello, welcome to the stream. You've been here all the time, every time. That's actually looking fancy. That grey really works. MS Builds will be proud. Where is MS Builds tonight? Oh, he is actually on. What rant was I going on? I can't remember now. I have spent so many days clearing land in Bedrock. Yeah, but that's the problem. Why? Why? I understand if you are playing on console and that's your only option. Yes, fine. Whatever. But if you're playing on PC and you have access to Java, or you could buy it, you are here. Hello. Then what is the point not to? Salt Breach? Or Salt Beach? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Why not use it? Because you can have so much more fun with World Edit. Now some people will go, well, it's cheating. Now I'll tell you what is cheating. Opening and closing trapdoors in my hands, that's cheating. But it was my only option, and I got a PC. Java is much better. Java is much better. I put out a tweet yesterday, just asking about sort of like what makes Bedrock better. And someone commented just saying the colours are more vibrant in the plains biomes. Okay, I wouldn't say that was a selling point because that seems like a broken issue with it. But yeah, oh, you're just grinding up more Victorian red brick terraced housing. Nice. I need to do more of that. Not got enough of those around. But yeah, so it's an interesting thing. Yeah, if your PC, I don't understand why you would. Yeah, that's the problem. I think it's a case of people like to play cross-play. My answer to that is get new friends. Yeah, but you can't say that to people. I can. So, Cornice. Yeah, okay. Oh. You know, just get new friends. Like, unfortunately, I gave up playing Minecraft with my friends on Xbox and stuff many years ago. They still play it every so often, but I'm obviously no longer involved with that way of life. And yeah, it is weird, but I've built up a nice little community here, built up a nice little world. But yeah, you know what it is. Right, let's put this cornice around. Bedrock will never beat Java. I think they're just trying to make Bedrock. Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to have to do something interesting with this. It's quite a thick cornice. Anyway, guys, I hope you understand. I actually enjoy streaming and building now, like a lot. It got to the point where I sort of became a bit worried about doing it, because I think I got concerned that people expected too much on a stream. But now I just don't care. I just love it. I want to do it all the time. That's not what I want to do. Or was it? That's the only thing with courses. I'm hoping to switch to Java in the coming months. Got a PC saving on the go. I started on Bedrock, but I've switched to Java, so much better. It really is. I think anyone that's ever done that switch have always just said, it's better. It's not like we're being snobs about it. It's just better. Don't waste your time when you don't need to. Time's precious. All that jazz. God, we got deep. What day is it? It's Saturday. So I'm a little bit on the delirious side today. The caffeine's on the come down. For a building in Minecraft made out of stone, I'm really loving that. Anyway, we seem to be scaring some people away, so I guess they were Bedrock players? I don't know. No, you can't say that. Well, it's come together really nicely. Thank you. So I've sort of come to the idea that I want to be a bit more than just a Minecraft YouTuber. I want to be that guy that people go to and talk about Victorian buildings whenever, wherever. I want to become a Victorian building connoisseur. It will come in time. But that's my main goal. Using Lymington as inspiration for building my city is very helpful, so it's easy to replicate buildings. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's nice that you've chosen Lymington as well. I'm gonna have to rush to try and build them before you do, because hey, it's my town. It's my inspirations. It's my place I live. So I wanna make sure it's all good and proper. But no, it's good. I'm happy you're building in that style. In Victorian House era, God of Wisdom. I think that's a suitable title. Yes. You know, when they get people on the news to talk about, we've got an expert in today to talk about stuff on your current affairs or whatever, and it's like, we have Mr. WBC Builds here. That's the name I'm going to be using for it, and he's going to be in today to talk about the decline of the Victorian era. I did see a video I forgot to post in my Discord actually of this guy who's, I guess, in his 20s, and he lives his life as a Victorian man. He's like a historical art painter or art history painter or something. He does portrait painting in the Victorian style, and so he dresses and lives his entire life as a Victorian gentleman. And I went, yeah, that sounds fun. I'm like your test builder for Lymington. I wouldn't say test builder. I've built a lot of Lymington already. I mean, Dr. WBC, yeah. I think I've seen that. Yeah, it was a bit old. But yeah, if you look at this is St Thomas's Church from Lymington. There's some other little buildings as well. Those two down there. Those ones over there. That. Those two. Lots about. Take bags of confidence to dress like that. Yeah. Or you could just become an eccentric Victorian Minecrafter and go to conventions dressed as a Victorian gent. I think people would understand. Anyway, while washing up today, I was having some thoughts about what I want to do with the final episode of Let's Build Walhampton. I think I got a good little plan in head. Those aren't words. I've got a good idea in my mind, so expect that sort of beginning of September if we can get more of this place built. Your YouTube persona, yes, I shall. I really want to make myself known. Not, I mean, there's ways of doing that, but let's not talk about that. No, I want I want to become that guy like. I don't know. I don't know how to break into the upper echelons of YouTube Minecraft building, because everyone's out there doing their own thing, and I'm here like, hey, I build obscure buildings. Yeah. What was your ideal time for completion of Walhampton and starting of Sutton? September. So September. Yes, September. Walhampton isn't going to get completed. What's going to happen is I'm going to build out the bits that I've always wanted to build out and then leave it for a while. That looks really nice. Looks really grand. Looks very Georgian. Oh, I'm excited about that. Hola. Queja? I don't speak Espanol. Yes, Sutton I wish to start. I wanted to start in August, but no, it's now the 15th, so that's never going to happen. We'll start in September, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm excited to start Sutton. What am I doing? So today I am building some shops. Currently I'm building a house. Sits along the row of shops here on Bridge Street, on the corner of Buckland Place, and I've not named this road yet. Do you guys want to name this road? Come on, Testa. Mi amor WBSO builds. Or is it Bente? I don't know. To be fair, a lot of time the niche market sometimes becomes popular, so I watch many history channels and there's only one major naval. Oh yeah. Well, there's always a history love. That's what you find about YouTube. Everyone loves a little bit of history. So that's kind of probably where I need to aim myself a bit more. He says, looking at a Georgian building. This isn't history, this is art. What are you talking about, love? Ooh. So, tonight, I am building, Stephen. I don't know who Stephen is, but yes. I'm building currently a house, a townhouse, opposite Lymington House here. I've gone for a grey motif with it. Take a tour of your city. I guess we could do quickly, actually. We do this mainly at the end, but because these streams can go on for 4 hours, it's probably best to do it now. So currently we are standing here on Bridge Street, which is quite an old road. I built a time lapse on this maybe a year ago now. No. September? Must have been September. So this is quite an old part. It's all being under development again. I built this a couple of months ago. This is a lovely Georgian house. I do love it. Lymington House, based on Monmouth House in Lymington. If we look on this, map right here. Where's all that gone? I'll show you what it was based on. It was based on that one right there. Can you guys see the likeness? Look at that. Look at that. Go to Cool Buildings and do videos and upload to YouTube channel, please. Bye, I see you in 20 minutes. You just asked for a city tour? Alright, we won't do a city tour yet then. We'll come back to that in a bit. IRL. Yeah, no, that's honestly what I want to do, Sheep. I really want to go to Cool Buildings and just make videos of it. I'm all for a city tour. Yeah, but mate's just left. Let's go on a city tour. We can never have too many city tours. Anyway, yes, I do want to do that. Just go wandering around places. No way, I built that one in my world a couple of hours ago. Yeah, I built it a couple of months ago. I'm not very quick at building, but yeah, you seem to be taking Lymington quite well. I'm scared. I want to build Lymington, not you. Anyway, so let's wander on down this road here. Now this is Buckland Place. This is where I've built a lot of new stuff lately. So we've got a diagonal row of buildings here. Lovely diagonal villa right there. Very hard that was. I posted it on Reddit and people went, "Ugh, that's diagonal." And I was like, yeah. They were like, don't do that. It doesn't look good. But Reddit's just a cesspool anyway. Anyway, so we're at the back of these villas that I built last week. And this is what's known as a mews. So we've got 3 coach houses here, which you would rock up to this place here, knock on Mr. Matey doors, go hello, and he would say whether there was room in those coach houses or not. Then you would go on round and park yourself up in there. Or if you were visiting any of these guys, you would have your coach stored in one of these private coach houses. So coming up this way, we're going to come onto the avenue in a second. Lovely little pond here. There's going to be more buildings up around this way. Because as a standalone building, yeah, wouldn't go for diagonal angles, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. It was mainly all part of the city. Anyway, so we come on down the avenue again, past these beautiful Georgian Regency-styled villas we built last week or earlier this week. I can't remember what day it is. And yeah, these just look great. They look fantastic. I'm really happy with these. The gardens all come out quite nicely. Loads of detail in there. Loads of detail. So then we got the quays. This is Passford Basin. And we got the ship here, or the lock and key, sorry, as we called it. Looking over there. So yeah, you got a nice little pub you can come sit in. Got the lock itself here. Tuesday this week. You did that latest? Yes, I did. Yeah. I would have 0 problems living in one of those villas. Well, come tomorrow, you could build yourself one and live in it, or at least the ground floor and the basement, as it will be part 1 of the tutorial on this building coming out then. So yes, I would honestly love to live there. Look, let me show you the views. Let me show you the views. So if we go on side, I've done a little bit of the interiors in here, which is very unlike me. So you come up here, this is the drawing room, so sit here, look across, see what's going on. But also you can just come into the parlour while you're sitting here playing cards and look out the window, look at the views. That's a lovely fireplace, thank you. Yeah. So I've gone for the use of like black stone at the back there to make it look like it's got soot all over it, which I thought was quite nice. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Thank you. Building with a sunroof for a few days. And then we've got the orangery actually out the back, which I haven't really shown off just yet. How do we get to it? That's through this way. So yeah, these fireplaces with the chimney breasts I think worked really well. I showed that off in my tutorial as well. Love the proportions. Thank you. I always go for the proportions. But yeah, this is the conservatory slash orangery. Very Georgian. And when you come in here, you get a beautiful view down your garden. And next door garden. Hello. But anyway. So we come on out here. Love your house. Thank you. Tomorrow, if you come over to my channel on YouTube, you can have a tutorial on how to build that house. So, yes, it's WBC Builds at youtube.com/ I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Where are the mods tonight? Anyway, we've been around the main part of the city quite a bit. Nothing else has happened. Since when do you build interiors? Since people demand them. They voice their commands at about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm laying there in bed going, oh, I best answer them at some point. Anyway, let's fly on over to my favourite part of town, and that is Dock Lane. Now, frequent viewers of the streams know that I come here all the time to just stand here and fly down it slowly. Look at all the Regency houses. Dock Lane, yes, always come to Dock Lane. These are beautiful, aren't they? Ah, oh, I love this road. Number 1, the Grove. This is like one of my favourite houses as well. And then you come out the back. Nice little small garden, but I forgot I did the backs quite nicely. with a nice Venetian window in there. Yeah, they're quite nice. Then you got this like small little terrace down here. You practically live on this road. I would do, but you got this small little terrace of like the workers' houses and that, which I thought came out quite nicely for the small proportions I went for. So this is Stonehouse Lane, which runs along the back here, and here are these little Italianate villas I built as well. Number 4, Stonehouse Villas. And I did a little bit of garden work around here and built a nice little veranda. I don't know, this place this is like the sort of, if anyone asked me what was my favourite episode of Let's Build Walhampton, it would be this one. No, no I didn't. What happened was we were doing some terraforming and sand was used as these buildings. I think MS Builds was meant to come and fix this. Anyway, this building's meant to be sand, but it got turned into dirt. So yeah, doesn't look great at all. Anyway, that's Dartmouth House, another tutorial I've done on this place. I thought this always looked quite nice. And then behind me is Stonehouse, or Stonehouse Lane, or Stonehouse Lane House, or just Stonehouse. Now this is actually made out of grey concrete powder, grey wool, and I love it. It does look like a stone house. What have you just realised, Pat? Another little coach house at the back here. I wanted to have content for the server update video. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to wait till September now. But yeah, right, let's put ourselves back over here. I'll take a quick little break. But now I have to build so much, I finished brickwood and started ruin. Yeah, but you knew you were going to fall back in love with it. Right then guys, I will be back in about 5 minutes. Hello, I'm back. So, right, let's carry on building this beautiful, beautiful building known as Stonehouse Place. No, we're not calling it that. How is everyone today? I think we've already asked that a few times. Yes, so would you guys watch me doing a series of wandering around, looking at buildings, going, "Oh, isn't that pretty?" Because I would do that. I know people only watch for the Minecraft content, but I want to do so much more. So much more. Not like that. But I want to do a lot more. A lot more than just Minecraft content. Faux show. That could be like that. 100% if you would also add the historical content. Of course, that's what it'll be there for. The history. Hang on. Oh, right, that's that bit. Wonder where we were then. Then where do I sign up? Well, if you haven't already followed my YouTube channel, then please head on over to wbcbuilds/wbcbuilds/wbcbuilds. On that website, you'll find a link to my YouTube channel at youtube/wbcbuilds. What's that sound good to me? I'd watch that. I'm doing a lot of just looking at buildings. Yeah, that's all I do as well. That's all I do. sorry about that. I'm back now. Let's get this started again. MCR and beyond, welcome back. How's it going? Who have we got here still? Right. Few people still watching. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Right. So if anyone's just joined, I am building a townhouse currently. It's very unlike me to build stuff in a series, in an episode of this. It's usually just a lot of ranting and raving for hours and hours on end. We would never leave. Well, thank you. You may have to at some point tonight. I've got to go render a video. But anyway, so I don't know what it is, but in my head, I don't like posting my VODs to my main channel. Now, I think that's because when you see bigger YouTubers, they always have their second channel for posting their stream uploads to. I don't think it affects me at the moment. I think subscribers still watch it quite heavily. Like the one I posted from Tuesday has maybe 300 views on it already. I mean, watch time isn't amazing because it's 4 hours long, but still, it's quite nice to know that people watch even stream uploads. I don't know. Just need to get more content out, guys. We're growing well. We got good growth going. It's good fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going out for my first Spoons breakfast in a while tomorrow morning. It's been a few months. God, I love the black pudding there. What is your guys' view on full English fried breakfast? Like, there's nothing better than sausage, bacon, hash brown, fried egg, a bit of fried black pudding, mushrooms, grilled tomatoes, either fried bread or toast. Oh, it's so good. I actually have to head off now doing some filming, flight simming, and I have to go, flight simming. Oh, cool. Okay, right, ciao for now. Nothing beats a full English. Nope, nothing does. It is gorgeous. Yeah. A lot of people are like, ugh, look at the bacon on that. Why is it so pink? We don't like... I mean, I love crispy bacon, but I will eat bacon if it's just come off the grill and it's still quite floppy. I love a good cooked breakfast. Excellent. I'm glad you guys are all in agreement. That's the main meal of Whiteberg. A full English breakfast. Spoons, not been to Spoons in Mum's Mid Spoons. I've been a few times now just for some food in like a lunchtime setting. It's been alright. Everywhere's covered in perspex. Like each table is separated by a screen. Even the fruit machines are in their own little boxes of perspex, which is very weird because, yeah, but I guess they just have locals that come and sit in on those. It's kind of good that they're open and running and letting, you know, they're doing the whole VAT freeze and that as well, so it's all dirt cheap. But yeah, you have chosen the worst possible time to be live. I'm still doing my birthday celebrations. Oh no. Well, happy birthday. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm suggesting you go to bed. Oh wow, that's incredible. I've been to Spoons probably once a week ever since. Like even with work, we started going quite a lot to Wetherspoons on a Friday night. They would always get quite messy, and it's messy because it's cheap. But yeah, no, this is like a lot later than I normally stream, so I apologise. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with Spoons. Spoons is perfect. It is what it is. When you go into Wetherspoons, you know what you're getting. Sticky floors, Jaeger bombs for 2 for a £5. Halloumi fries on tap. When I first went back to Wetherspoons after the pubs opened again, that was my first thing I got. I got a punk IPA, pint of that. Actually no, I didn't. I had an Elvis juice, yeah. And then I had halloumi fries, onion rings, and the southern fried chicken strips with the Jack Daniel's sauce. Yeah. Cheap and cheerful, the unofficial slogan. I guess their official slogan is vote Boris and vote Brexit, but both of those are done now, so I guess they got nothing else to say apart from come back to our pubs. We didn't mean to fire all our staff. But ironically, the Spoons in Lymington is directly opposite that building right there, so I guess that means we have to build a pub in this building here, which we shall do. Yeah, if you don't have a Spoons near you, I think you're in the wrong part of the country. I mean, mine is a 10-minute drive away, but still. Can we get another building built on stream? Find out next time, though. It seems our very English conversation has driven away the viewers. We've dropped below double figures for the first time in a long time. I need to pump those numbers up somehow. Have I tweeted out about being live? I mean, it is late and no one really cares about it this late. Hi, what have I missed? Welcome to the stream, Mike the Pickle. So tonight, we are building. So currently just building this grey townhouse here. Ooh, I need to debug this. This is by far one of the... Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's not do that. Where was it? Having a debug stick for getting rid of this stair thing, this attaching business, makes drain pipes look so much better. We can always have just, you know, one at the top, one halfway down. WCB rambles about another British topics. Yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to get tonight. I'm in a rambly sort of mood. I've not really spoken all day, and I've got a new mouse that can do this very slowly and also that very quickly. But yeah, what do you guys think of the little townhouse? I think it's turned out really well. It's nice to get some more buildings along Bridge Street. These are all really outdated now. You can see I was using a different texture pack at the time because I was still using solid quartz. Ugh, disgusting. Anyway. So, do you guys understand that even when I'm not streaming, that's how I behave, like in my head? I am running around town going, oh, look at that. Been using the debug stick recently, thanks to you. I think a lot of people didn't know it existed. I didn't until quite recently. So that video I made was an eye-opener for a lot of people. And it's definitely helping people understand that they can build with it. Do you think you'll ever be done with the city, or have you always be up to date in the older parts? There's got to be a cut-off point, and September the 1st is my cut-off point. Then I start Sutton. It's so sad that the debug stick isn't in Bedrock. Yes. And people like to tell me about that, and people like to exclaim to me that they're going to dislike my videos because of it. I don't work for Mojang. It's not my fault you can't access it, but yeah. You can obviously do all the iron trapdoor tricks with cleverly placed, not even cleverly placed, just placing some. So if we undebug these, it doesn't look the best, and I'm sure there are other ways of doing it or whatnot, but you can sort it out without having the debug stick, especially for these types of windows. It works fine. I am not gonna lie. The proportions on that are almost perfect. Shall we measure it? So between here and the cornice is 11 blocks. Between here and here is 24 blocks. Now, 24 divided by 11 doesn't equal the number I thought it was going to equal. No. Where was I meant to measure it from? Oh, it's each individual section. There we go. Yeah, that's not going to equal that. And divided by... Yeah, 10 divided by 10? You gotta be kidding me, like... How is that square? Okay, I guess we're based till this cornice here. 24. It can't be it's not square. It's Exactly half. Okay, interesting. That is not in the golden ratio at all. Surely it can't be. It looks good enough to be. Anyway, I am rambling about architectural nuances at a rate of knots tonight. But I think that looks quite nice. This road needs a name, guys. So if you can come up with a name that isn't Canal Walk or Canal Way or Canal Court or Bridge Street, because that's a very iconic name, then we can work together. Right, anyway, roof time. What shall I do this roof as? Let's have a look back at the imp. You, sir, what roof are you like? I haven't built you properly yet. No. So your roof is, yes. We need to chimney on there. Okay, so the roof starts down here, and it is going to be of this nature. Because this is definitely an older part of town. Birth Canal. We're not calling it Birth Canal. I quite enjoy the architectural ramblings. Good. It's gonna carry on. There's no way of stopping me once I start. It's in such a coherent fashion as well. It's like, did you know during the Carpathian period of 1702, suddenly the Luftwaffe came over. It gets to that point of, I don't know where I am anymore. But anyway, hipped roof, hipped roof. We seem to have quite a few new followers tonight, which is nice. So welcome to everyone that has followed tonight. You are much appreciated. I love doing this. Streaming to you guys is fun. Making content on YouTube is fun, but streaming has that extra bit about it where I can connect with you all. So danke schön. Ooh, am I going to do that? Apparently I've done it. Also, I've not filled this wall up. So in my head, there are so many builds I want to do. Like, I want to do a... I wish I had the time to do this, but like a stately home let's build. Where I would build every part of it. Stable houses, gardens, house, several parts of the house. Detail all the rooms and that. I think there's no one's ever done that. Now, I know that people say don't shred your ideas across the internet because people steal them, but like, I really want to do that at some point. So, guys, stick around for that. We will definitely get into it. I would also like to do a series on the history of British architecture in Minecraft. So again, stick around for that. And like I said, I'm going to start exploring places in real world. I might even start with Lymington because that's fairly close and got a lot of history to it. So we shall see. Ah. You there, sir? Yes, me. How are you guys finding the music tonight? I really like this stuff I found recently. It's really, really chilled. It gives another atmosphere to this place. I'm from Lancaster, and you keep saying... Yeah, I know I do. And it really annoys me that I say it. Like, there is no real reason for me to speak that way at all, because I am very, very, very southern, that it just annoys me that I'm so southern. I've been vibing a lot while I build also. Cheers guys. That's all it is. So when you watch these videos about people like, well, you know, YouTube only works because you got to make people want to spend their time watching you. Well, clearly people want to spend their time watching me build, so yeah, cool. That's nice, guys. It is really nice because I love doing this. I also like how it's quite small and tight-knit in this stream. Like, I get to talk to you all, which is lovely. I was watching Stroud's stream when he came back on YouTube. It was on Twitch somewhere. No, it was on Twitch, and the chat is obviously non-existent. It's just sub after sub after gifted sub after whatever. This is nice because we actually get to talk. Anyway, I'm finally building somewhere I've wanted to build for about 8 or 9 months, so there will be some tears later on, don't you worry. So Harvey, you're from up north then, and have you not got any places up there you like to use as inspiration, like? So Lancashire, that's... do I know my counties? Is that where Blackpool is, isn't that? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, big streams can maybe get a comment in if you highlight a message and donate, yeah. Manchester and up, yeah. That's what I thought. I mean, I've been up Newcastle way a few bits now, and the architecture there is beautiful. They really did embrace the Georgian period up there, because a lot of rich factory owners lived up that way. I quite like the red brick district in Manchester for inspiration. Yeah, well, I don't build enough in red brick because I'm scared of it. I'm scared that people don't like brick. I even asked people on both Instagram and Twitter this week whether they enjoy brick, and the response was, "Oh, get away from me." I guess there's a lot of brick buildings in Blackpool. There's a lot of brick buildings everywhere. The whole UK is just brick buildings. I have no idea what I'm doing with this roof, but it's coming together quite nicely. Lesson has used all the red brick. Sorry, yes, you have. There is no red brick left for Walhampton. I think we've imported some. What have we imported? Yes, there is some brick. We have brought some brick in. We then ship it off down to Leston. So this has come up from Portchester, yeah. Everyone puts brick and granite blend, but I much prefer brick and terracotta. Interesting. I don't. I prefer brick and granite because I like the way the granite looks, like it's sort of the mortar in the brick's gone a little bit off. But brick and terracotta, now I have used that somewhere. Where have I used that? I do recall. I mean, there's some terracotta and there's some brick, but they aren't intertwined as such. My, what's going on here? Oh yeah, I never filled these windows in nor built that. So lazy sometimes. I'm from Rossendale, if you know where that is, a few miles from Burnley. Oh, Burnley. Yeah, I will try and imitate that accent, but I do not wish to. But yeah, I know what Burnley is. Ooh, hello. Ooh, you're... Ooh, it's a very nice gas lamp you have there. I think, MS Builds, if you correct me, was this the first gas lamp we designed together here? Is this the spot where it happened? Burnley is like the Birmingham accent of the north, I swear, yes. The Birmingham accent is ferocious? Horrendous and atrocious, yes, ferocious. But I mean, my accent's no better. It's a mix of southern, like southwest accent and a London accent. Oh, that one. Was it? I thought. Yeah, it might have been that one. So yeah, it gets a bit on the old strange side when I start talking proper. I don't know what I'm doing with this roof ridge, and it's scaring me. The Burnley accent is pretty horrible, but I don't have it, thank God. I've got a proper northern accent. Yeah, where you would say "took" properly, like going down to pub. But I can't. I obviously can't do that because woohoo! Finished another building. Congratulations. Newcastle is the best accent in England, in my opinion. Yeah, proper Geordie accent is a is a very nice one. I've met some farmers from Northumberland, and yeah, it's crazy. Can you do a Welsh accent? It's like, isn't it just like gobbing up the walls or something? I don't know. That's very racist towards the Welsh. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Geordie is nice. I can't do Geordie at all, but I've listened to proper Geordies, and it is astounding how they both, you know, a drunk Geordie. It's like I have no clue what you've just said, but I feel like you've sold me a tractor. Are you not impressed with my attempt at a Welsh accent there? North or South Irish, which is better? I think Northern Irish has a better twang to it. Southern Irish just gets on my nerves. Welcome back. How's it going? What we were saying, I can't remember now. I think MS Builds has left. Have any of you guys ever watched the series from the 90s called Bottom with Ed Edmondson and Rick Mayall? If not, I won't hold it against you, but it is by far my favourite comedy series. There's always a nice cobbled main road in the town. I'm probably going to recreate it in my town. Cool. You build well wrong, like, okay. Can I teach you to build? The only way I can teach you is through you sitting here and watching, because I mean, if you check out my YouTube channel, I do have tutorials on a few buildings. I need to do more, but they take a lot of time. Maybe it's a southern thing. No, Bottom is very much... did you ever watch The Young Ones, or have you ever heard of The Young Ones? Yes, and you loved it. Wait, you've watched... Oh, Young Ones, yeah. Yeah, you've heard of The Young Ones. Well, it's Vivian and Rick, and... Is it Rick? Yeah. It's Richie and that from... Yeah, there's two guys from that. And it's just two middle-aged men living in a flat in London. Both on the dole. Both just being miserable. It's so funny. Have a look at it. Look up Bottom. It's by far one of my things that just has guided my humour over the years, along with Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer doing their thing. On Twitter and Discord, WBC. Roofs for me are like a natural feeling. There is no way I can ever describe how to build a roof. It is just a way of, I throw down blocks and go, right, all these ridges need to meet at some point. People always go, can you build roof tutorial? And I'm like, I can do. Question is, do you actually want my roof tutorial? Or do you just want my roofs? Please don't steal my builds. I know what I've done, and I'm very upset. There we go. Does that work? Yeah, it can work. No, it isn't. Okay. I shall have a look, mate. It's amazing you've come back and you're in such a stride. I've posted a picture of my town on Discord. What do you think? I'm currently not looking at Discord, but okay. Okay, interesting. I see the big Georgian house in the background. That's quite nice. And Pat, yeah, very nice stuff. Oh, I love the diagonals you've gone for there. And the arch looks great. And then we got this matey here doing his... that's Kirokic or whatever it is. Kirokic? I can't ever say that word. Yeah, it just doesn't... It's not Minecraft. We went through this last time. Modded Minecraft isn't Minecraft. Anyway, I'm scrolling through Discord. Oh, sorry, I just seen some buildings that have made me make a noise again. Right, I'm gonna move this over all by one. All by gum. Left. There we go. Where? I thought you and you. Oh, okay, there we go. Right. So what I'm doing is just moving this over so I can then put the chimney breast in the right place so it matches the other side. We get a bit of symmetry in there and it really does feel a bit more Georgian. So I'm going to remove this window. So I'm going to set it as a 1 and grey mix. That's not grey. Light grey. There you go. So I think that's coming out a lot nicer. Yes, it is. Okay, right, let's put this back in and build up the chimney where it should be. There we go. I speak Spanish and only see you because... Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yes, unfortunately I can't help you with that. I don't speak Spanish at all. But yes, that's a nice little house. I think I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Let's see what it looks like in shaders. For a very random house that's now looking north, so I can't take a nice picture of it. But still, I think that really fits. This here, these windows, these are the epitome of the Georgian style. And that is all I can say, really. Right, next. So, next door, I wish to build... So, what shop shall we build? Let's have a look. I kind of want to build just a plain fronted white building. Or... do we go for... what would be that? That'd be surgery. Do I go for Pizza Express? That would fit quite nicely there. I mean, a bit grey building as well. What was it originally painted as? Hideous colour. Oh dear. Yeah, I like the greys. I prefer the greys. That looks very good. Nice. Right. Let me have a little go with that. Bit of Palladia style in there. Or do we find a different one to add a bit less of a oomphiness? Let's tough. It really is tough sometimes trying to find a build to replicate. Well, I don't even replicate them. A build to take inspiration from. Because you've got to kind of my way of planning towns is you've got to make sure the buildings suit each other, fit nicely together, and have a purpose of being together. So that's my mantra to do with designing towns. I'm just trying to find like a small little build to put in. How big is this plot? Currently 18 blocks. I kind of want to make it like 12. And the rest can go to the hotel. Oh! He has a cometh. 13. Make it 12. Want a small inconspicuous building here. So I think I shall go for make a house that looks like it's just going to be built. Or make a half-built house. No, because all of these buildings are already verging on 150 years old in this town. So it's kind of hard to put in a half-built building when it's already been there for a long time. Okay, let's build that one. I think we already built it down here, didn't we? But we didn't do a very good job of it. So I don't mind recreating it. No, we didn't actually. We built that one. Yeah. Never really a fan of that one. I think the grey looks really nice. Looks very Georgian. So next door we're going to do a similar sort of motif, but we're going to have to use the only thing we do have, and that's quartz. Quartz columns, yes sir. Quartz columns. So they sit there, and then so there's 1, 2 for the one for the door. Let's have a look. So 1 there, and that'd be a column, and then 1 for the door, and 2 for the window. 1 and 1 there. 1 and 2 for the window. Then 1, then yep, cool. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect spacing. You build cool. Oh, thank you for the highlight there. That's very nice. Electro 2008. What was that? God, that was 12 years ago. Wow. I used to feel old. I have so many tabs open in my iPad with ideas of buildings to build at some point and moment. Don't know where to put them in my town. Need some planning. That is what stops me so much of the time. It's the planning. It's the going. Is that what I want? Is that what I want to do? Oh, I've got a perfect plan for this. Yeah, that's my daily life. Going. Where do I put that? What do I do with this building? How do I build that? The answer is you just got to bite the bullet at some point and go for it, or else they just sit in the back of your mind forever. So we'll have a doorway. I think the doorway's only going to be 1 wide. Good night then, Pat. Thanks for sticking by. Lovely to see you on the server again, mate. It's been a pleasure. I will catch you soon. So this building has an area at the front. Now, I've been into this Pizza Express that I'm building. Not in the same way that Prince Andrew went to Pizza Express, but that's a different story. So what I'm doing is digging out this little bit at the front here, which is known as the area. And I'm building the wall up like this. And we'll put some windows in it in a second. But yeah, this should break the contrast up a little bit with the brick and that around here, a bit grey. Make a nice little building there. And then next door we're going to have a brick building again. It's all about just bringing in some colour sometimes. Might even go off white, I'm not sure yet. Are you going to take a tour at the end of the live show? Yes, I will. So we've probably got another half an hour left, so I will take a tour. I always like to take a little tour at the end. If you want to see a bit more of an in-depth tour, I have got a fairly recent one on my channel. I can't remember how old that was now. That was back when I met, oh, that was April, okay. A lot's changed since then. I'm not sure if I want to go for that or for something else. Maybe even the smooth sandstone. I'm not the biggest fan of smooth sandstone, not going to lie. Today I ate pizza. Oh, that's good. Today I've had a Thai red curry. That was very nice. And some Skittles that I've had for the first time in a while. That doesn't look too bad actually. What brings you onto the pizza? Because now you've made me hungry. Alright, stick a proper nice door in there. So I'll sit there, and then we're going to have... So these windows won't be at the same alignment as the other windows, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Right, let's put some trapdoors around those. So I always said to myself, don't always use the trapdoors. I've always used the trapdoors now. Or even doors. Sometimes doors work as well. But when you've got 3 high windows, you tend to need to put a trapdoor in there as well. I don't know about birch. Doesn't look too bad. So this is the best way to just learn this style, I think, guys, just by experimenting with real life buildings. You can't possibly like get into the style until you really started experimenting. Stick that at the bottom. Like tonight, I didn't know I was going to build a building made out of stone. That was just a random thing that's happened. Me, like I've perfected a style of taking things from real life and putting it into the game. I wouldn't say I'm amazing at it. Far from it. But I enjoy it nonetheless. I would say I'm only probably an amateur builder. There's a lot more I can learn. There's a lot more I should learn, especially about style if I try and sell it as my own. But hey, we're all here to learn. What is life without learning? What's up, Argent41? Welcome to the stream. Probably won't take that. Spaghetti carbonara. Ooh, very nice. Yes, it is, especially with a bit of chorizo in it. Oh, I love that. Right, so we're going to carry this up. And find, where was the middle again? There is definitely a middle here. 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, perfect. And on the end, lovely stuff. Yeah, so it's great. Yeah, it's nice. I do enjoy just sitting here chatting away, even there isn't too many people to chat to. But now I'm going to grab out some stripped birch, and this is going to be my new block for this build. So we've got a different colour on the base, where it's been sort of painted, and now we've got this darker colour up here, which I think looks quite nice. Now bone block is just, it's the perfect colour for that off-white. I think I said this earlier on, but it is just perfect. I don't know if that's a camera distortion or actually, no, they actually are 4 blocks high, and then the next one's up at 2. I think that's going to look quite nice there. By return in 30 minutes. Okay, I know. Yeah, I know you just want a tour around the town, but yeah, I'm not here just to do that. I'm here to build. So yeah. Can you believe it's been 6 years since Robin Williams passed? Ah, that is so sad. I remember watching the original Jumanji not too long ago and thinking, he's gone. It's so warm in that film, and Flubber as well. Flubber was a great film. Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, he was a great man. Not taken by this smooth sandstone down the base now. Might try for a different colour. Oh, I did and ah about white concrete before. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, great actor he was, and he just brought so much life to his roles. But that's because he was so, you know, depressed, wasn't he? Unfortunately. I quite like a lot of his older work too. Have you seen some of the more serious roles? Yeah, I've seen Good Will Hunting. Yeah, Good Will Hunting. That was one I was thinking of. That was a great film. Yeah, it is. It's one of those tragedies of the modern life. What does that look like in comparison? Too samey. What do I want to use on that base? Maybe even just the bony blocker. A slight rustication on there. Oh ho ho. Mon oui. I agree. They tried to cancel the 9/11 memorial because of the pandemic, and I think it's similar in the fact that we need to go to, yeah. I'm gonna head off. Good night. Yes, good night. Exactly. It's so wrong that people choose to believe that it's no longer relevant. Because for one, a lot of people are scared of the past. They don't like to think about it because it conjures up bad memories in their head. But it must be spoken about. It mustn't be kept quiet. It was bad for everyone. That was the thing. It's not like it was just a few people. It was the whole. Everyone was involved. Right. Just got to trust in the process and hope this turns out all right. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, let's put a couple of caps on the top. I don't know, I think that looks okay. I think that works. What do you guys think? To forget history is to repeat it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. And that's the sad thing. Unfortunately, a lot of history is becoming repeated. Oh, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Clonk, clonk, clonk. The sound of placing bone blocks. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was good. It's a good contrast. It breaks the street up a little bit. And it's exactly kind of what you need along a road. I'm just making sure it's all proportionally correct before I sign off on it. I think the thing that's putting me off is that I think the cornice needs to be this way of there. I think all of this. Actually, no, undo that. Got to go, be back later. Cool, yes, see you later on. I may be heading off soon. I'm just going to put the finishing touches to this build. But yeah, on that topic, so it's like my great uncle, who is still alive, who's 94 or 96. He fought in the Second World War up through Italy and into Austria. And yeah, so it's people like him who still remember it, who still were present and know about it all. It's you know, it's sad for them, because just because people don't want to talk about it now doesn't mean it shouldn't be spoken about. Perfect. Right. Well said. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Place. Stripped. Birch wood with stripped. And then 5 and 2. So that looks like. Okay, if we undo that and maybe say 70%. Oh, that's the wrong bit. Oh. Oh dear, my finger's no longer working. Bit of texture in there. That sort of works. Right, I'm just going to get these windows in. Oh, I just realised I've stopped talking. Yeah, it's that time of the night where the conversation in my head is no longer there. It's just a case of I got to get this build done before I log off, or else I will never sleep properly. But I think it's going to be a case of just getting the facade done tonight, guys, and then coming back to it. Maybe not on stream, maybe just coming back to it and finishing it off before I stream again. If I get a chance, I want to stream tomorrow night and then Tuesday night as well. I want to get all this area built up. This is just like an interim sort of area, because like I said, I want to start over there, so I need to build my way up to there, or else it feels a bit out of place. I'm not gonna lie, I've really enjoyed building these two houses today. I think they've turned out nice. Although I do have a pet peeve about having middle sections like that. I'm not going to lie, I think that looks better. But yeah, we'll see. I can see the numbers are dropping on the view account because I'm like, I've stopped talking for about 20 minutes. But for now, I'm just going to block all these windows up with a bit of ye old window blocker. Don't think the Americans are very chatty. No, I don't know what's going on. Where are all our American folks at? It seems that us Brits who are currently sitting here going, it's 12:10. I kind of want to sleep. I'm trying to keep the conversation flowing. Not gonna lie, I like that. I think it's alright. I think it's a bit basic, but it works. Nice bit of contrast. Picks up a lot of the sort of styles still. And just helps bring the street together. I'm American. Welcome, Super Fat Power. How's it going? Super Fat Power, sorry. Yeah, I'm tired, but damned if it would be awkward. Exactly. You got to try and keep the awkward silence at bay by nattering on about nothing. What a palaver. Right, I'm just doing all of this because it just helps to bring a bit of depth to the build. Maybe going, but why don't you just build some interiors? because honestly, I can't on every single building I build. That's preposterous. But I want to copy your builds. Yeah, but you put your own interiors in it then. I'm not made of time. Oh, that's very dry. Yeah, I've got at least another 2 hours of waiting for a video to render and then upload. So once I log off of this, it's not me done for the night. Right, let's get back down outside, have one last look at this, get some shaders on, and then see how it goes. For what it's worth, I think they're nice. I think they've come out well. Do I watch football? Not really, but I do support Saints just because they're my sort of local Premier League team. Lovely stuff. Oh, we'll go for 4 PM and see what it looks like. Maybe 8 AM. Problem with building them in the north, you never get a proper bit of sunlight on them. Cool. Right then everyone, thank you all for watching tonight. It's been a bit of an impromptu stream, only a couple of hours tonight, but I really enjoyed what we've managed to achieve. I think this lovely house here looks quite nice, and then we've got the shop over here, which again looks alright. Works quite nicely. Could be a townhouse still. We will see. But we're going to build a little hotel on the corner here / pub for next time everyone's on. And then we'll start building the school and the row of houses down here and bringing this area all to life. You can't dwell on too many small little buildings because, you know, everything doesn't have to look perfect. But anyway guys, thank you all for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.